Have you ever felt that strange, gnawing sense that something's off? Like the world is spinning normally, but the ground beneath you feels shaky, unstable. That's exactly how it started for me. What I'm about to tell you isn't just a story. It's the moment everything in my life cracked open, the kind of shift you never anticipate until it hits and refuses to let go. Lisa, and let's call her that, had been with me nearly 7 years. Together, we built a life that the outsiders looked solid, unshakable. We had a daughter, Emily. She was my heart, my purpose, everything. Our days had a rhythm, routines that felt safe and secure. Lisa worked in sales, always busy chasing leads and networking. I worked from home, which felt like a blessing. I could walk Emily to school, pack her lunch, be there for the little things. I thought I was doing everything right. For years, she'd come home around 8, sometimes earlier. I'd have dinner ready. Emily would light up the house with her energy, and we'd wind down together as a family. But then things began to change. It started small. Quick texts, running late, big meeting tonight, or don't wake up, grabbing food with the team. I told myself she was just working hard for us, for Emily, for our goals. But the late nights kept coming. 9 turned to 10, 10 to 11. She'd come home drained, barely speaking, disappear into the shower, then collapse into bed. I'd ask how her day went. Every time, long. I'm tired. Let's talk tomorrow. But tomorrow never came. She was always up before me, halfway out the door with coffee in hand, a quick kiss on Emily's forehead, and gone. I tried to rationalize it. Just a rough patch, a busy season. Still, something felt wrong. Her phone, once casually tossed on the table, was now always face down, always silent. She carried it everywhere. Even the bathroom, the shower, stepping outside. She never used to do that. Late-night texts came in. I'd ask. She'd brush them off with a half-smile and get back to work. But the smile had changed. Her laugh, once warm and open, was now quiet, clipped, like she was pretending. Of course I noticed. I could not notice. But I kept quiet. For Emily, for our family. I didn't want to shatter the picture. She was still coloring crayon hearts, telling bedtime stories. I tried to focus on that. But the ache in my chest crept in during the quietest moments, when the house was still, and I was alone with my thoughts. I started staying up after Lisa went to bed, thinking, imagining, wondering. Then it happened. The night that broke everything. It was Wednesday. She said she had a long meeting, and might be home late, maybe even midnight. Midnight passed. I texted, no reply. Called, straight to voicemail. Silence. I sat frozen on the couch, TV glowing silently. My eyes kept darting to the phone. I checked on Emily. She was sleeping peacefully, unaware her world was tilting. At 3 a.m., headlights appeared outside. I moved to the window, heart racing. The car crept in, no lights. Then the passenger door opened, and there she was. Lisa didn't get out immediately. She leaned over the driver and kissed him. Not a peck, not a casual brush, but a kiss that carried weight, the kind that used to be mine. I ducked away from the window, breath caught. I sat at the edge of bed, fists clenched, body buzzing with raw energy. I wanted to storm out, scream, drag her from that car, but Emily was asleep just down the hall. I had to protect her. Lisa slipped inside like a shadow, thinking I was asleep. I kept my eyes shut, breathed evenly, pretending. She moved to the bathroom, then slid into bed beside me. I lay there in silence, letting the weight of truth bury me. Morning came. I got up before her, made breakfast for Emily, walked her to school, smiled, pretended everything was fine. I didn't confront Lisa. I didn't need her lies. I already knew. I'd seen it. Instead, I made a quiet call to a lawyer, filed for divorce that same day. She tried to talk, to explain, but the bridge had already burned. No foundation left. Trust turned to ash. I told her the only thing that mattered now was Emily, that we had to keep her life as normal as possible. Through the hours that followed, I moved into the guest room, held on to our routines, showed up for Emily like always. But at night, The silence screamed. I lay awake reliving every moment, wondering when it started to unravel, why I hadn't seen it sooner. Months have passed. I'm still piecing life back together, still holding strong for Emily. She still laughs, plays, calls me daddy with the same innocence as before, and I cling to that with everything I have. I don't have it all figured out. I don't know what the next year will bring, but I've learned to trust that gut feeling, that whisper that tells you something's wrong, because sometimes it's the only thing standing between you and the truth. If you're going through something similar, questioning, doubting, know this: you're not crazy. You're not alone.